Hi guys, Kar Yong here, and this is another video. As you have probably seen the title and the thumbnails, right? This is what we're going to talk about, why you shouldn't be buying GameStop right now, and instead, the opportunity actually lies in selling it, right? I'm pretty sure, some of you guys here who are watching are probably fans of what's happening right now on GameStop, hardcore fans, okay? And you are buying and holding and not releasing any of the shares, thinking that you can still short squeeze. I think that's perfectly fine if you understand the risk involved, okay? But in this video, I'm going to talk about more towards the angle of being a trader. And the sole purpose here as a trader and investor is to actually make money from the market, okay? And one thing I always share with fellow traders is to always respect what the market is doing, okay? And of course, I respect you guys for having that courage, that kind of like determination to push the price up, to short squeeze the hedge funds. By all means, okay, but at the same time, just wanted to warn everyone who is involved in this hype, involved in GameStop, in this whole thing, okay, to always take note of your risk management and never put money that you can't afford to lose, okay? And worst case here, if today you're actually leveraging to buy into it, that's even worse, okay? And what I want to show you is, of course, the charts, and I'll talk a little bit about why the opportunity isn't now in buying it, instead is actually in looking for opportunity to sell, okay? But quick disclaimer, I'm not I'm not owning any shares from GameStop. I'm personally not gonna be trading it as well. I'm not selling it, okay? But I want to give you a perspective from what I'm seeing from a trader investor point of view. Right, so over here you can actually see from this chart is GameStop, right? It's a 4-hour chart. Okay, as of today when I'm recording this, the market closing price was 226.61, okay, and the pre-market price has dropped further down to about 148.43. Okay, now I'm not sure honestly how many of you have been buying at the top, but since the past few videos I've been talking about never ride onto this hype if you're looking to trade and invest properly, okay? Of course, if you're in for the support and things like that, by all means, but be prepared to lose whatever investment you put in if you actually got in so high. Okay, now if you take a look at this chart here, from a more educational point of view, every time you see a parabolic curve like that, or I would say an impulse push to the upside, never jump into it, okay? Because naturally, what is the highest tendency or probability that price will do? Okay, it's likely gonna do a form of consolidation, or even a reversal back down as sharp and as fast as how it is going up. Okay, and over here you want to also understand a little bit in terms of what actually pushed the price up. Okay, and of course, this is where you probably hear a lot of people talking about like short squeeze, gamma squeeze, and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's really just the concept. If you don't really understand options and things like that, at the end of the day, to help you really simplify this whole thing, right? What drives price at the end of the day is demand and supply. Now, when demand over exceeds whatever supply you have in the market, then of course price will shoot up, right? And that in short is what we call short squeeze, okay? Because basically there's just a limited amount of shares floating around the market. The demand is coming in a lot, so the supply and demand doesn't match, it shoots price up. Okay, but at the same time, you want to know that as price gets higher and higher, the demand naturally will fall, right? It can be people are now feeling a little bit expensive. It can be because price is so high, they can't buy up a lot of shares, okay? And worse still, if you're looking at options play, it's very risky, because the more volatile the price is, the higher the price will go up, the more expensive your call options are gonna be, the less you can actually purchase onto it. And of course, if you want to buy more, the higher the leverage you need to be. And that becomes something that many traders perhaps either get discouraged to get in, okay, and or they can also be not having that sufficient capital to be involved in it, okay? So that will actually start to bring down the demand. Now, on the other side, you actually also saw articles and news talking about how brokerages are now kind of like restricting, okay, people from buying it. And of course, there's a lot of controversy theory about whether these brokers are actually helping the hedge funds and things like that. Okay, but that aside, I want you to know that this is the market, okay? And as a retailer, there's really nothing much you can do, right? You want to always respect the game. And I always say that if today you want to play this game, okay, make sure you understand the rules of this game, okay, and bites to it, right? So the idea here is that you don't go into a basketball court and start playing soccer, right? That doesn't really work out because the court is designed for basketballers, right? And you can't take a soccer ball, go in and, start scolding everyone. Why are you playing? Why are you, not playing soccer? Okay, you enter into people's field. You want to make sure that you know the rules very well. Okay, and if you really want to enjoy yourself, reap some benefits from it, learn to play the rules that is set in that. Okay, and in the market here, it has been there way longer than any of us. Okay, in fact, before any of you are watching this, probably the market is already in existence, right? So, okay, if today you really want to benefit and profit from the market, learn to respect the rules. Okay, of course, there are some opportunities here on the way up, but if you are looking in terms of gambling it, okay, wanting to make a huge and quick return, just be very cautious, okay, especially where we are right now. And I think the demand is starting to fall. Okay, we do see kind of like a V-shaped pattern here on the chart already. Okay, even on a 1 hour time frame, you can see the volatility increases. Naturally, that is something you want to be very cautious on. Hopefully, okay, none of you who are watching here in this video actually put your life savings into this, okay? And in fact, you should probably only risk like a small portion of whatever capital you have in your trading investing account. Okay, and of course, if you take a look at this, right, from a very technical point of view, the room to the downside right now is perhaps a little bit more attractive. Okay, I'm not suggesting that any of you to go and sell the stock. I think it's just way too volatile to even be involved in. Okay, but from a trading perspective, I think the opportunity really lies in, the downside rather than the upside. But of course, okay, I can be absolutely wrong and I might piss off some of you who are watching this. I believe I definitely have with the thumbnail and the titles. Alright, but just wanted to really do a very short one over here and give you a warning sign, especially for those who are very new, okay, who is just thinking about whether you should now get involved in and buy into this stock. I do hope you take a few minutes to reconsider that decision. Okay, and I hope some of these videos that I've done will be able to give you a different perspective and insights into this whole thing as well. Alright, so again, I think, that's a very quick one, but at the same time, I believe it's a pretty important message for those of you who are very new to trading investing. For those of you who are hardcore fans of GameStop, I again applaud you guys out there. But at the same time, I want to give you from a different angle and opinion, okay, that at the end of the day, if you are actually looking to trade and invest properly, that's not the way to do it. If you are actually having the kind of like other reason, in terms of, I'm prepared to lose everything, okay, then by all means, that's your money, that's your decision. But I do hope that my message over here is able to reach out to people who wants to trade and invest properly, and hopefully we'll be able to save some of you who are thinking of putting your life savings into it. And if this video is able to stop you from doing that, I think it serves its purpose, right? So that's all from me, and I'll probably see you in another video in the future very soon.